What's going on guys, Aero here, and welcome back to another video. Now in today's video, I am still trying to process that Nintendo Direct that just happened a few days ago. That was literally one of the best Nintendo Directs in so long. I have not been that satisfied with a Nintendo Direct in many years, and it was just insane with the craziest announcements that they had in there. And like, not even talking about what this video is going to be about with Xenoblade 3, but just the other crazy announcements that Nintendo put inside of this Nintendo Direct, like bringing back Mario Super Strikers after so long. Like, that was one of the best parts of the Direct for me, because every time Nintendo always has these Mario sports games, I'm always like, these are cool, but they're not for me, because my favorite Mario sports games are soccer and baseball, and they never get new ones. Like, we always kept getting, Mario tennis games, we got Mario Golf, but I was always like, can we please get a Mario Super Strikers on the Nintendo Switch, or at the very least like a Mario Super Sluggers, because those are my favorite Mario sports games. And they finally brought back Mario Strikers after so long. It still has that really insanely cool looking art style, and the game just looks like it's gonna be insane. So I was just very happy. Like, I was already very satisfied with the Nintendo Direct just after seeing Mario Strikers, but it's crazy because there was still so much more inside of this Direct. One of the other crazy announcements inside of this Direct was Nintendo Switch Sports, where they're basically making like a sequel to Wii Sports, but for the Nintendo Switch, where you're gonna have like your classic iconic games that we all played on the Wii. So that's crazy because I got so much nostalgia just seeing that, and I really kind of do wish that there were some of those other like fan favorite games that a lot of people love. Like, we don't see boxing there, and we don't see baseball, and those were like two of the most fun ones in my opinion with Wii Sports. Even like basketball with Wii Sports Resort was so much fun. So if they could bring some of those modes back with like free content updates or something, I feel like I would be much more interested in getting the game. But just the fact that Nintendo Switch Sports is actually a thing is just insane to me. They even announced some Mario Kart DLC where they're gonna bring back so many tracks from old school Mario Kart games, so they're basically making Mario Kart 8 Deluxe into like Mario Kart Ultimate with so many different tracks from all the other games. So that's really awesome, because I did talk about how racing on the exact same tracks from Mario Kart 8 for like 8 years has gotten really tiring, so at least now it's gonna feel fresh with all these old school tracks that are gonna be coming back, so that's really awesome. But then of course that still wasn't even like the craziest announcement. They saved the biggest one for last, and that ended up being Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Now at first when I saw this trailer happening, I didn't even think it was Xenoblade at first. I thought it was probably like a new Fire Emblem game or something else, but it just started getting more and more intense like Xenoblade, and then I was like, oh my god, this is the new Xenoblade. I was losing my mind on stream because I couldn't believe it. If you guys didn't know, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition is my favorite video game of all time. I actually streamed that entire game with a playthrough here on YouTube. I'll have a link to the playlist below if you want to go and check it out, but that game is just my favorite video game ever. Like, I love everything about it in terms of the characters, the story, the music, everything that happens. I also played Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I really like that game as well, so I was always just thinking like when Xenoblade Chronicles 3 happens, that game is going to be really awesome. I can't wait for it. But I always thought that there was going to be some more time till we actually got it. I know that Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition came out just a little over a year ago, and Monolith Soft, the guys who do make Xenoblade, are working on like a brand new IP as well, and we have some concept art of it, and it looks kind of cool with like a medieval setting with like dragons and knights and stuff. So I always thought that that game would probably come out before Xenoblade 3, but no, it looks like they've been working on Xenoblade Chronicles 3 as well, and the game is very close to releasing because it's coming out in September of this year. So just getting confirmation that Xenoblade 3 is just around the corner and is going to be releasing towards the end of the summer is just insane to me. Like, you guys have no idea how excited I am just for this one game. If we took every single 2022 game that we know about this year, combined them together, it still doesn't come close to just how excited I am for Xenoblade 3 alone. That's how much I love this series, and because of that, I really do want to make videos about this game with you guys and talk about kind of my thoughts about it and kind of things that I would like to see. Now, if we took all the information that we just have about this game right now, and I talked about everything that I want to get out there, this video would be like 4 or 5 hours long. So instead of that, I'm probably going to be splitting it up into multiple little videos. I'll probably make like a Xenoblade playlist if I don't already have one, and just have videos coming out in there. So if you guys do like these Xenoblade videos, because obviously my channel is not really about Xenoblade, but if you are enjoying these types of videos, I would really appreciate it if you do decide to drop a subscribe, or if you click the like button and also put a comment. It really does help out because it shows that people are liking these videos, and because of that I will try to make more of them. And if you're worried about the usual content disappearing from the channel, you don't have to. I'm still going to be making tons of videos about Pokemon and Nintendo news and things like that, but at the same time I also really love Xenoblade, so I want to make videos about that as well. Now the rest of this video is just going to be my very early impressions about Xenoblade 3 from a very broad perspective, but I do plan on making a lot more specific videos talking about like spoilers from Xenoblade 1 and spoilers from Xenoblade 2 and how that could potentially relate to the story of Xenoblade 3, some hidden things that you might have missed from the trailer, and a lot more, so you can look forward to those specific videos coming out very soon, because if I just talked about everything like that in this video, like I said earlier, this video would be like 5 hours long. Now in terms of Xenoblade 3, the first thing that I really love about this game is just kind of the art style that they have going for it. I think that it looks incredible and it's just perfect for the game. In my opinion, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition and Xenoblade Chronicles 2 definitely had kind of different art styles with what they were going for, and they do make sense with each game, but like if we take a look at these two characters right here from Xenoblade Definitive Edition and then Xenoblade 2, we've got Fiora from Definitive Edition and then Pyra from Xenoblade 2. Just looking at them, you can kind of tell how the art styles are a little bit different. Obviously with like Xenoblade Definitive Edition, it kind of looks a little bit more realistic with kind of what they were going to do with the original game on the Wii and what they were trying to go for then. But then with like Xenoblade Chronicles 2, we can see that Pyra's got like much more colorful and bigger eyes that makes her look much more cartoony. So I feel like the Xenoblade 3 definitely did like the perfect blend of taking elements from each game, so I'm a really big fan of how the game looks. We've also gotten artwork for the characters, and I'm going to be talking about the characters more in depth in a different video, but we can definitely see here with the art style that they have going for the artwork as well. I'm a very big fan of how all of the characters look in this game. I think that they all look really nice, and I mean, I know for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 with how the characters looked in that game in terms of their artwork, it was definitely kind of a hit or miss for a lot of people. I know some people definitely weren't fans of it. I didn't really mind it personally, like I thought the characters were fine, but I know for some people, they definitely didn't like the way that the characters were designed, and I think that they're definitely much more tame with Xenoblade 3. I'm a big fan of that. I especially really love how the protagonist looks like in this game. We've got a protagonist here with the name Noah, and so he looks really cool. Like he actually looks like he's going to be kind of a more mature and young adult type of protagonist, which is really awesome. I love those types of protagonists in the games, and I really love kind of just the art style that they have going for him, and even kind of just how he looks with his design. I love his red jacket, and I think it's a really cool design for the character. And so I am very excited to see what the other characters in this game are going to look like. In my opinion, I think that the art style and just the protagonist and everything right now is just going to be really good. And also with how this game is setting up to be with these two nations that conflict with each other, it's reminding me a lot of the battle between Mechonis and Bionis, like in Xenoblade Chronicles 1, which I loved a lot. So I'm actually a very big fan of kind of how the direction is going for this game and what potentially the story could be like. So I'm going to be talking much more about that in a future video, but right now I'm just very excited, and I really do think that it's going in the perfect direction possible. But yeah, there you go guys, those are pretty much just my very early thoughts about Xenoblade Chronicles 3, as well as some of the other exciting things from this Nintendo Direct. If you guys enjoyed this video, then definitely be sure to click that like button, and also comment down below and let me know how you guys feel about this. How are you guys feeling about Xenoblade Chronicles 3? How do you feel about the Nintendo Direct itself? Were there any things that you really liked about it? Definitely be sure to comment down below and let me know. If you're new to this channel, then please be sure to subscribe. I'm definitely going to have some more Nintendo content in the future, so definitely be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Click on that bell to become a part of the notification squad. Go follow me on Twitter at Aero so you can be featured in videos, and also join my Discord server as well. We've got a bunch of people in there who are always talking about Pokemon and Smash Bros and Nintendo, so definitely be sure to join that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.